Stacey and Dan, this is a very special day to you both, as you have both chosen to make a serious and enduring commitment to one another. Today, you are going to make promises to one another in the presence of your witnesses. Before we begin, you have written messages to each other, which you are now going to read. Your last message of the singles.
Stacey, I genuinely believe that most people in life just tell for whatever and wherever they end up. So thank you for showing me that life is so much more to aim for when someday becomes today.
I had the mind short this week when I figured I couldn't get through that very well. So it's a real lovely meeting here today that may come me to spend the rest of my night with you. Although this is a small and intimate wedding, it is no less special or meaningful. It is a wedding that simply reflects your love for one another. Your wedding captures the true spirit of this place, which is to simply for you as a couple, and it's all about your love for one another. An elopement is the most special and intimate weddings, where it demonstrates the love that you have for one another and the belief you have in each other. A belief and love so strong you do not feel the need for others to share this very special moment in your lives. This day is a private one, a day which is about making commitments to one another in a quiet place, free from the noise of the world outside. It is quite simply about the pair of you taking another important step in your lives together and starting a new chapter in your adventure together. This ceremony is about joining and holding one another together, and the commitment you have with one another, and the faith that you have in your relationship, which will forge your futures together. Marriage is not created by a law or a ceremony. Rather, it occurs in the hearts of two human beings. It grows out of loving, caring, and sharing ourselves with another. This ceremony is not magic. It will not create a relationship that does not already exist and has not already been celebrated in all the commitments that you have made to one another, both large and small. In the days since you first met, and recognize your connection to one another. A soulmate usually only comes once in your life to shake things up, show your true love, and stand up to you in ways that no one else ever has. They adore you, yet challenge you to your fullest potential. A soulmate relationship isn't only peaches and cream, it's roses with thorns. In witnessing this ceremony today, we are observing only an outward sign of an inward union that already exists between you both. This ceremony is a symbol of how far you've come together, and a symbol of the promises you make to each other to continue to live your lives together and to love each other solely and above all others. You have both told me that your thoughts on marriage mirror one another, and that you will feel is more than legal is binding. It is two souls coming together. It is the pride of calling one another husband and wife. It is also being selfless to thick and thin, and committing your life, love, and support to each other for the rest of your days to come. It's a good quote here. Bob Marley famously poses, "Only once in your lives, I truly believe, you find someone who can completely turn your world around. You tell them things that you've never shared with another, and they absorb everything you say and actually want to hear more. You share hopes for the future, dreams that will never come true, goals that will never be achieved, and the many disappointments life has thrown at you. When something wonderful happens, you can't wait to tell them about it, knowing that they will share in your excitement. They're not embarrassed to cry with you when you're hurting, or laugh with you when you make a fool of yourself. Never do they hurt your feelings or make you feel like you're not good enough, but rather they build you up and show you the things about yourself that make you special and beautiful. You will find strength in knowing you have a true friend and possibly a soulmate who will remain loyal to the end of life. life seems completely different, exciting and worthwhile. Your only hope of security is in knowing that they are a part of your life. Do you want a handkerchief? No, I'm okay, sure. It's still going. Stacey and Danny, today, as the two of you are joining the marriage, there is a vast and unknown future stretching out before you. The possibilities and potentials of your married life are glorious. Through your commitment to each other, may you grow and nurture a love that makes you better people, a love that continues to give you great joy, and also a passion for living that provides you with energy and patience to face the responsibilities of life. As you go forward, remember that happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. Simple things like never being too old to hold hands or remembering to say, I love you at least once a day. Your courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years with date nights, a small gesture to do it. Remember not to take one another for granted, never. Fate or coincidence, call it what you believe, are so fragile. If it weren't for a chance meeting or an event, would we be offered another opportunity to meet our soulmates? Your stars finally aligned just over a few years ago when you met in the workplace. But I don't need to tell you both about your love story and your journey to today. So instead, I'm going to share the words you wrote secretly about one another. Oh, I can't wait. I felt with it. They haven't heard one another's words, so I can explain to people. This is a first for them. So you look at one another, don't look at me. First of all, thieves, ladies first. Stacey's words for Danny. When they asked Stacey about her first impressions in you, Danny, she told me she couldn't help wondering why such a short, stocky, tattooed man was wearing a pink shirt and a purple tie. But then she liked quirky, and she was intrigued. She made sure she got a second look because you were leaving your interview. Little was she to know she'd be standing beside you today, making your vows and promises. No picture to it. She started to get daily 5:30 p.m. texts from you, asking how her day had been. And she started to think, this guy's quite different. But also, why are you texting me? Of course, it was leading to a date. And from that first date in Donegal, Stacey knew she'd found someone quite special. Stacey says you've always been more than a boyfriend, Danny. You've been her rock and total support in life. You are the piece of her she can't be without, and the extra little something in life that each and every one of us spends our days looking for. You complete her. You challenge her. You protect her and love her each day. What does Stacey love about Danny? She loves that you have so many personalities rolled into one. A true enigma. She loves your zest for life and everything in it, and that you love hard, committing to everything you do. She loves all the funny gestures like the treasure hunt around the house, which has had a bad day, and that you think that you're funnier than you actually are, and this alone makes you funny. She loves how your smile will light up her roof. Most of all, Stacey loves you with every thread of her being, and she cannot wait to do your forever together. And that was for you. Started off rough, didn't it? That is a last paragraph for you. You've had a roller coaster few years, but together you have defined everything and stuck by each other. She wouldn't change any of it for the world, and is so excited and happy to be standing here with you today, Danny. Here you are.
What a cheap criminal.
And Danny's words for you, Stacey. Go wash your shoe. Wash your face. Danny, remember.
Wash my table.
Was I not that way? Is it okay if we're coming on?
Deliberate.
Danny remembers the first time he saw you in the workplace, and he spoke to you, and you weren't happy. So that could He said you later claimed you didn't hear it. I didn't. But he says the jury's still out. He knew pretty quickly that you were his kind of woman and someone he could do life with. He says he knew this from the moment you poked him in the belly button, requesting to fuck. When they asked Dan what he admired about you, he said that he could quite honestly write all day about the many things he was in awe of. Perhaps the biggest and most important thing is what a great role model you have been for his kids. Always loyal, kind, caring, and hardworking. He read that the kids prepare you to him. You have not only made him a better person, but you have also made him a better father. You are the calm to his storm, a case of opposites attract, but you make that work. Although you've had your ups and downs, you've always emerged stronger, and that for him is pretty special. His favorite thing about you are your eyes. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and he says without a shadow of doubt, you have the most beautiful eyes and soul. Danny thinks the dictionary should be rewritten, and the word amazing you replace with Stacey Matten. As everything together makes it clear that you are his one. You possess a kindness he has never seen in another, and always find the good. Your belief in him inspires him to be the very best version of himself, and to fulfill potential he never knew he possessed. You are truly his best friends, soulmate, and his one. The future with you as his wife is exciting, as he knows life will never be boring. He knows he can come home to a new house, a partly demolished home, or maybe even a new car or bike in the driveway. Anything goes with you. However, what excites him most is being that team together that takes on any adventures, and that the adventures are only just beginning. So,
I was supposed to cry.
and you did. Stacey and Danny, are you now ready to share your vows and make this commitment to marriage?
Yes.
I am now going to hand you rings one at a time. So, Danny, do you want to go first? So you can take station ring, place it on her finger. She has way to give you the thanks. To make face with her thought.
Stacey, today I stand here and give you my all my love, all my protection, all my time and devotion, all goes to you. You inspire, amaze and fill me with passion. So, as I give you this ring, I put with it my heart, my soul, and all my dreams, because let's face it, what good would them dreams be if we don't have you?
It's amazing. Then Stacey kind of hit Annie Crook in came and he kissed that and I think it was it's reassured for the raker but then I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness. That I place it on your finger, I commit my heart and soul to you. Because of your laugh, your smile, I did trade more than I ever have. I promise to love and cherish you, such as they do my cats. I promise to be your comrade through all life's adventures, to nurture your dreams, and I promise to be your accomplice in mischief. I promise to help shoulder our challenges, as there's nothing we can't face if we stand together. I see these vows not as promises but privileges, as I get to share my life with you. So that you may see the gift that you are to each other. Love and life are the greatest gifts bestowed upon humanity. May your union grant you patience, tolerance and understanding, as well as the passion and excitement their free marriage should possess. May you meet one another but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you support one another as a sign of mutual independence. May you continually rediscover your love in one another as the greatest gift of all. And now I have two of the most important questions you've probably never been asked. First of all, do you, Danny, take Stacey to be your one, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish from this day forward until then do you part? And Stacey, will you take Danny to be your husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish from this day forward until then do you part? You do. Oh, well, big smile. So, Stacey and Danny, you've made your promises to one another in the presence of your witnesses. It is my honour and privilege to be able to pronounce you husband and wife. Please get your heart. Let's get ready with them.
I was standing up there and I could feel the tears coming. I was like, don't cry, don't cry.
Why not?
So it's supposed to be all and control and all.